That's what you should be doing right now. Go ahead.
I'm not 100% sure on what it's called, but there's a movie that came out a couple years back where there was it was about flat earthers trying to prove that the earth was flat.
Stop.
And at the end,
Stop.
I'm not done. And
No, let him finish. Let him finish.
They were trying to prove that the earth was flat. And then what happened was the flat earthers did their experiments, and then they found out that there actually was a bit of a curve to it. I believe it's called Behind the Curve. I'm not sure if that's the correct.
Yeah, we understand. Yeah, we know. It's called. But you're correct. It's published on Netflix. It's called Behind the Curve. Yes, you're correct. That is the name of the thing. Go ahead.
So yeah, flat earthers themselves were even like, "Oh shit, I was wrong." So
okay, so great, cool. So do you know the particulars of any of the supposed experiments from that documentary?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Okay, we do.
Enlighten me, since
we do.
Okay, then what? Please tell me how their experiments weren't as good as your experiments with a ruler.
No worries, I'll tell you. But before I tell you, I'm going to see if Jenna wants to say something because she's been chomping at the bit here. So Jenna, go ahead.
Yes, I want to hold his feet to the claim of science for a ball earth, right? And here's my question to you. Let's make it really simple. What science?
It might be the same question.
It's not.
It's the same question. It's the same exact question.
I'm not
answering it. We had this conversation. It's so fucking stupid.
That's fine, but you're not the only person here, dude. You're not the only person here. Go ahead, Jenna.
Okay, cool.
Just to simplify it, what science should we use to measure a beach ball?
What the fuck kind of... That's so irrelevant to anything.
Exactly. You're right. It's so irrelevant that you can't measure a beach ball with science. That's her point. So when I asked you to present a scientific experiment that validated the Earth was a globe, you presented the Netflix documentary in which there were...
We really playing semantics. Science and math work hand in hand. Please don't tell me you're this fucking stupid. Like, I know
you're
at least admit it.
Okay, let me help you out. Yep.
Just do me a favor and just be like, I'm not that dumb, actually. Yep.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you out with a simple action.
You're not helping, though.
Okay? I'm going to have to mute you. So there's an acronym. It's very famous. They talk about it all the time. In fact, they want to encourage women to join. They want to get more of it in schools, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's called the STEM fields. STEM, S-T-E-M. It's an acronym. It stands for something. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So according to your logic, it should just be called STEM fields. Science, 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 and science. How does that make sense? See, the problem is that you think because
that
mathematics...
is such a stupid fucking argument. I have no clue what you're yelling about right now.
Travis,
what is it even? I know.
Travis, you already conceded to the fact that that's effing ridiculous to try to use science to measure a beach ball. That's the point we're making. You claimed that there's science for a ball Earth. There's no science needed whatsoever to measure a beach ball, to measure a ball Earth. You don't need science for that.
Right. So now that we've established that and driven it into the dust, he gave examples, supposedly, loosely, of what he termed as experiments that flat earthers did that proved the Earth was curved. So he doesn't even know the particulars of what was done. We know them. We've talked about them a million times. So there's two things that were done that were allegedly claimed to prove the Earth was a globe. One of them had nothing to do with curvature at all. It was just some guy supposedly getting a 15-degree readout on a gyro, which, by the way, can't even happen unless you are on the poles. They were not on the poles, so that evidence is not even relevant because in order to get the gyro thing, you need 15 degrees times the sine of the latitude. That's what would be the readout on the gyro. So reading 15 degrees is irrelevant. That doesn't prove the Earth is a globe. Second, you had Jaron, who was supposedly going to do a laser shot through pieces of cardboard that were arranged in a manner that they should travel through straight or they should be obstructed. The laser broke, so he didn't use a laser. He rode a flashlight over his head. The problem is that actually is deleterious to the globe model because Jaron is not 17 feet tall. He would have to be much, much taller than he is in order for the flashlight to have reached the other piece of cardboard hole. So do you have a scientific experiment that's actually validated to demonstrate the Earth is a globe and not some garbage that happened on a piece of trash documentary where they didn't even parse out the particulars or even perform the test correctly? So let's unmute you to see if you have that. Go ahead.
Damn it, then that took forever. Holy shit. Do you understand how shadows and gravity work? Just so we have like a baseline of understanding, because it seems like you guys like don't really know much. So I don't want to confuse you.
Define gravity.
Gravity is, I believe, the pull of basically to dumb it down. It's shit being pulled to Earth's core. It's a magnetic field, basically. Gravity is proven. Also, like you drop something, it falls to the ground at a rate of 9.8 meters per second.
I drop a helium balloon and it goes up, not down.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's because.
Hold on. Yeah. So, dude, you got to stop. We got to stop you right there, because everybody else is going to start running right over you. So you said gravity is things being pulled to the center of the magnetic core of the Earth. You then said dropping something is an example of this. So I want you to demonstrate to me something being dropped that can be validated that it's traveling to the center magnetic core of the Earth. So can you validate that claim in any way, shape, or form? That dropping something is demonstrating it traveling to the core of the Earth. Can you demonstrate that? Go ahead.
Nope.
Because the core of the Earth is under the fucking Earth. When you drop something, it hits the ground.
Okay, hold on. Yep.
Towards the core.
Cool story. So what we have there is begging the question. So you're saying it's going towards the core by dropping something, and the evidence of the core is you dropping something. That's circular reasoning, dude. So you also said you drop something down. So if you drop something down is perpendicular to horizontal. Horizontal is parallel to the plane of the horizon. The horizon is where the surface of the Earth meets the sky, most notably on water. Water is flat and level according to Pascal's principle in hydrostatic equilibrium. You can measure it with lasers to demonstrate that that's the case. Therefore, if you drop something down, you prove the Earth is flat. So I will agree with you, gravity proves the Earth is flat. Good job. Let's see what you have to say about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, dog, I really don't have a fucking response to you twisting my words. There's really nothing I can say to that other than you twisting my words and you're fucking dumb.
Yeah. Where did I twist your words, dude?
Because you said gravity proves that the Earth is flat. I never said that. You're like, I agree with you.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, dude, you said that the only thing you can demonstrate is dropping something down. I then parsed out that means the Earth is flat. No, you can't. You said to us that dropping something is it going to the core of the Earth. We asked you to demonstrate to us that it's going to the core of the Earth. You then just did a tautological loop where you just said the same thing twice, as if using the word in the definition is defining it.
Once again, incorrect.
Yeah, 100% correct, dude.
No.
Okay, so let's give you another chance. Okay, hold on. Yep. Okay, hold on a second. So we're going to ask the question again. Can you demonstrate that the object in question that you're dropping is actually traveling towards, on a vector line, to the center of a giant ball? Can you demonstrate that? Let's see.
Yeah, but the core's under the ground. How am I going to do that?
Yeah, it's called begging the question. It's a logical fallacy. Throw that out. Let's go. Can you demonstrate it? Go ahead.
You're not this dumb, are you? Just lie to me and say you're not this dumb, because that's
an intellectual response, sir.
His claim requires a logical fallacy. Okay, I agree with you.
Facts.
You can't just make shit up and be like,
yeah, that's exactly.
Dude, you use circular reasoning and begging the question to validate that it's going towards the center of the Earth by just appealing that it's going towards the center of the Earth. That's literally begging the question, dude. Like, what's wrong with you? Logic. Not my fault. Your fallacious argument is required.
Right now, I'm not an expert, but it has been proven time and time again that the makeup of the Earth's core and the mantle and the inner layers and everything through magnetic fields and the fucking what's the word? Science. There's been actual scientists that looked in. What do you mean baseless assertion? There's been actual scientists that have fucking used these things.
You're just waffling on.
I would actually.
What the fuck?
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I would agree with you that it's not baseless. Listen, I would agree with you that it's not baseless. That it's actually based in faith in other people. So yes,
it's not based
you
in
have
faith.
a basis,
it's
not
delusional.
faith.
No, it's not faith.
Yeah, so then tell us the demonstration. Tell us the demonstration then where it's no longer faith. Go ahead.
Do you blindly believe science is real? Or like,
Post it in the chat, dude.
is it blindly, or is it because like through evidence and experiments and all that
Dude,
good shit?
what demonstration did they give
that
you that
point, you're
convinced you
blindly
that there's a
it's
core of
blind
the earth?
faith.
Go ahead.
Like
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Tell us.
mute me, and then you can't mute me while I'm.
Why do you what? You're not muted. Who cares? Why do you believe that there's a core of the earth? Why?
It's not a belief. There's actual.
Okay.
All right, then post the facts in the chat.
Let's change that.
Shit.
Let's change that. That if you say it's not a belief, then you must know it. So explain to us how you know there's a core of the earth. Go ahead.
Crickets.
No, I posted the source inside
Did
chat.
they
You guys
dig
can read it
down
for yourself.
there? Like, did they dig
Hold
down
on.
there? Like, how did they know? How do they know?
Hold on. Let me see the source here. Google.com.
Yeah.
Wow. He just sourced Google.com. Not even a citation. Not even a reference. So, dude, you literally are out to lunch on this, dude. You can't even tell us why you believe the things you believe or why you claim to know the things you claim to know. Your appeal is to Google.com. So I'm just going to admit to you, dude, that all I see is a faith-based assertion here.
Just Google it, bro. That's your defense. Just Google it, bro.
Let's give it, let's give him a slow clap that he actually did just put Google as his reference. Google itself. Not even a search from Google, but Google the entity itself. Hooray.
Dumbass.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are a dumb ass.
Bro's getting air fried right now. Travis, relax with the projection type
This
shit.
guy's beyond cooked, bro.
All right, should we give him
Everybody
another
give the
chance or
retard a
no?
retard hug.
What's your final words here, there, Travi?
Oh shit, you talking to me?
No, we're not talking to you.
Okay, cool.
So,
Damn. No.
bro, you think the Earth moves?
Not about think. It's a leading question.
So you're in a building right now.
Yeah.
So you're in a moving building then.
No, I'm in a building that's moving. I'm in a building that's on a moving earth.
Clip it, chat. Somebody clip that. Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. So
The
what
fuck is
part
that
of the
proof?
building... Yeah,
The
what
building
part of the
itself isn't
building
moving. The
demonstrates
building
to you
itself
that the
isn't
earth is
moving.
moving?
Not moving.
The
Wait, is it
building
on the
itself
ground?
isn't moving.
Is
Yes,
it
it's
on the ground?
Right?
Is the ground moving?
Relative to the rest of the earth, the building
Just answer the
isn't moving,
question.
but the earth
Just answer the question.
relative to the rest of space is moving.
So you're in a moving building then.
No, that's not what I said. I mean, sure, technically the building is moving by proxy because the earth is also moving. Everything on the earth is moving through space. But relative,
It's so good. It's
the question is relative.
Perfect.
Which one is it though? Is it or is it not?
Well, it depends on what you mean by moving. Relative to what?
Well, clearly I'm not
moving
asking
is
if
going
the
from
building
point A
is
to point
legs.
B.
Dude,
But
I'm
what is
asking
point
if
A and
the-
point B?
Hey Travis.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm
Stupid. What? One at a time. One dumb question at a time. Christ.
Let me guess,
You
Travis.
can't
It
even get the
depends
answer
on what our
straight.
definition.
And then three of you yap at once.
All right, dummy. You can't seem to figure out whether you're in a moving building or not. We'll ask you one more time. Is
No,
the
no, no.
building
I'm
that you're
explaining to you.
in? Hold on.
Yes,
You,
the building
you
is
want one
moving.
answer, then you can't yap through it. So, one more time.
The building is being moved.
I just want you to notice. Go back to the YouTube and listen to how retarded you sound when you say, "I'm in a moving building." Yeah.
Right. So if the building itself
That's
can't inform
subjective.
you
I'm
that it's
talking to a
moving...
bunch of brainless monkeys. I'm not.
You're in a moving
Yeah,
building
we
right
got
now,
you, bro.
retard.
We got you, dude. Okay, so check this out. If the building itself can't inform you that it's moving...
If spit it out.
God, dude. All right, so I'm gonna have to mute your dumb ass.
Wham.
Hold on. I'll
Someone's getting
finish and then
pissy.
I'll unmute you.
Travis,
I'm not.
go back. You're in a moving building, dude. Just relax. You're not in a
Right.
position to be calling anyone retarded.
So you're saying you're in a moving building, but you're also agreeing that the building itself isn't informing you that it's moving. So you're saying that the Earth in total is moving. So what vantage point or information do you have that validates that the Earth in total is moving in the manner in which you claim it's moving? So how do you know that it's moving? That's a simple question. It's not an untoward question. It's not a leading question. It's just simply asking you how you know that. Should be easy for you to answer since you already know it. Let's find out. Go ahead, inform us.
A shit ton of claims and also evidence of and pictures from
A
actual
shit ton of
scientists.
claims.
Yes, claims.
Claims aren't
Like
proof.
not claims.
Fuck.
That's okay. You got me on semantics there. I don't mean claims.
It's not
But a shit ton
semantics.
of
That's exactly what it is. It is just claims. Yeah,
I
fact.
no, because you know what I mean by claims.
Not really. You don't know
Whatever,
what you're talking
because you're
about.
fucking stupid. I'm not done.
You just
But pick
how are you
but
gonna say a bunch of claims? Then
because you know what I meant by
is that I'm
claims.
dumb.
You're arguing
You're fucking
semantics.
retarded, dude.
Claims obviously is something, but it's what's the word I'm
We
looking for?
literally
Then?
have a phrase for it called claim stacking, where you take a bunch of claims, stack them on top of each other, and say, "Well, that's the proof."
Okay, when you have actual science, like engineers and like
You don't know what
NASA
science is, dude.
not you have not cool. I don't have to be an expert. You just have to listen to experts because they're fucking
You're,
trained in this shit.
you're
You
using
have
the
fucking
word.
NASA scientists.
Oh crap! I thought you said you didn't just have faith in other dudes that you trust
It's
because
not
they're
faith,
experts on
dude.
it. It is.
They've
Name
done
one
That's
person.
faith,
experiments.
dude.
Travis,
It didn't
name
just
one
pull it out of
person.
their ass. It's experiment after experiment.
Yeah, name. Yeah, cool story. So name one of
Name
the
one.
experiments, bro. Name
Name
one.
one.
What the fuck?
Don't. In fact, you don't even have to name it. Just describe it.
No.
Got him.
Got him!
You're cooked. You shouldn't be saying things like, "There's all these scientists and all these experiments," and we say,
Okay,
"Okay,
cool. I don't
name
work
one." You're
for
like,
NASA. It's fucking
I
delusional
don't
to expect
know.
me to have their fucking case
No, what's
files.
Okay,
delusional is when you
you
say
don't have
there's
anything,
all
dude,
these
except trust.
scientists. Good, huh?
No, you go ahead.
Well, it's just delusional when you're going to say, "Well, there's all these scientists and all these experts and all this facts." We just say, "Okay, pick one," and you go silent. You're supposed to have those in order before you say it. You guys have the
Kind of
biggest
inclined to agree with him. I think it is delusional to expect this guy to have any evidence for what he claims.
damn facts.
Yep, fair point, dude.
That
But
is a
and
good
then
point.
again, it's his evidence isn't evidence. His evidence is exactly what he said. All of these scientists told me so. I trust them because they're experts in their fields. And so he backs up his beliefs with faith in other people's claims about their beliefs.
Well, what this really is phantom expert syndrome. You don't actually have any scientists. There's not a single person you can name. What you're doing is imagining a panel in your head of experts and scientists that you don't even know you've made up, and they are giving you facts. Imagine how crazy that sounds.
Yeah, the only tests I know of that were done was Aries failure and maybe Michelson Morley Gale, where they demonstrated that the Earth isn't moving. Those are the only ones I know of. So, I mean, maybe you have one where they demonstrated the Earth is moving, but you didn't seem to be able to produce it. Instead, you just said NASA. NASA, NASA, NASA. I'm 1000% NASA. So I don't get it, bro. It's like you're just saying my religion, my religion, my religion, my faith, and my priests of my religion. That's all I'm hearing. Anybody else hearing anything different?
No, I hear the same thing.
Your proof of a core of the Earth was dropping a pencil to the ground. Your proof of the Earth moving was NASA exists. Like, how does that even make sense, dude?
That was pretty crazy. He's like, "Well, how am I going to show you the core? It's under the ground." Wow.
Yeah,
Incredible.
the core is under the ground. I can't show you the core because it's under the ground. I can't show you the core, therefore it's under the ground. Wow,
But when I
that's
drop
logical.
this, it does go towards the core. Okay, can you prove it? Well, no. Then why are you saying it, dude? What the fuck? He's basically like, "You just don't believe as much as me." Yeah, facts. Why would we do that?
Hey, I got an idea. How about you go to the google.com that you posted and just try to find some meaty details about an example or an experiment or a test or anything that backs any of the claims you made, and then we'll have something to talk about. How about that?